G3, we play G6, bishop G7, knight C6. The same plan. Here, bishop G7, we develop the knight. That's the modern variation. Okay, castling. And D5, control of the center. We play C5, extra control. Okay, knight out for central development. Bishop comes over here. We block this diagonal. Now the bishop is kind of inactive. Okay, C3 is the main response. If white takes, we capture back. That's an easy response. Rook comes over here. The main response comes E3. That's the plan. Here, what we can do is we play Rook to E8. We are also pushing pressure. Knight comes C4. Okay. B5 attacking this means forcing to go back. Knight comes A3. Okay, attacking the pawn. That's the main threat. Here we pushed it further. We have this threat coming. Knight takes on it. So we play bishop over here. Once again we can have this threat. Well, we take this pawn. Knight can capture back. Uh, Rook takes. Pawn takes and then okay, knight takes. Well, where knight e4, we will first try to exchange the bishops, then we can make some. Okay, so we'll take this, and now the next is to capture the knight. So that's going to be basic over here. Well, now he captures, we capture back, and now we are attacking the knight. So this means we are putting pressure. Knight comes to c4, and we begin with queen d5 giving check. Queen comes over here means offering a queen trade. Okay, we'll take it. And comes a5 adding a defender to it. So now we can consider, okay, bishop takes. We'll play knight d5, bishop trade. Let's see what happens. Bishop trades. Okay. Now here comes, this is white's move. Let's consider how white plays over here. So white, it is white's turn, and now white is thinking for it. He begins with a3, will take this pawn. Once again, rook captures, and we begin with knight b4 attacking this pawn. Okay, so let's see what's the response over here. Uh, this is the response d4. We can begin with this threat. Well, we are attacking this. Even we are okay. So we give a check like this. And now white have a lot of responses. King over here, king over there. Okay, king g2. So we will capture the rook because time pressure. Okay, now knight comes over here, means blocking this pawn to be pushed further. Well, now let's consider how white tries. Okay, white play b4, we play f5, knight over here, king f6. We just have to care for these three pieces. Now blocking these squares. Okay, so we can play x6, takes, that will be a. Okay, so we capture back, and now once again these squares are under our control. So this is the response, means this is also under control, and king e6. Okay, he does not take, so we capture it. White now thinking, and we play king d5 attacking the knight. Now this is white's turn. Okay, white can try pushing this pawn. Okay, now knight comes giving check, protecting this pawn at the same time, and king comes e6. We can just do some time pass over here. Okay, knight over here, we are attacking the pawn. Well, now I have to take care for the time, that's wasting. Once again attacking the pawn, and king d5 attacking the knight. Now maybe, okay, so we will capture this pawn. And okay, checks, so we can defend the pawn easily. Now we begin with knight e4 and whatever. Okay, so knight over here giving check. King comes back. Uh, Array, I could have captured the pawn, man. Okay, now I captured the pawn. And that's going to be a draw. No chances for white to win the game. Let's see what happens. Most probably that's a draw. Okay, so let's allow white to capture it. Okay, so a lot of pre-moves. Yeah, draw. Uh, okay, so over here, this is the second game on the board. We begin d4. Blackstone. Black plays d5 and we begin knight f3, bishop c4. That's the London system. Many of you play this. Okay, bishop captured a pawn. Now we capture from this pawn. Why? Because we are enabling the bishop out. Else if we capture from that, then that won't make a lot of sense. We play knight c3. We bishop e2 castle. That's the main plan. Many of the players have the same plan like that. Okay, knight can come over here attacking the bishop. That's very symmetrical. Well, we play a5. Some side moves are also important. Okay, so we capture this. Queen captures. That's the most appropriate one. And here queen captures. We play g3. We are allowing f5 and then f5. We can play f4, which is going to put pressure. Okay, so this take, that would be easy for us. So we play queen d3. And ensuring rook connection. That's the main response. Why we do this? Okay. Here comes knight can come over here. Oh no. So I think uh, black can long castle. That's the best response. Because if black short castle, then this is a free square which we can control it easily. So best move comes to long castle. Okay, now black is thinking for this. He can try putting pressure. Okay, knight comes x5. Well, if we capture, rook captures, queen comes over here, attacking the rook. Rook goes back and this pawn is under attack. That's the observation. Okay, so queen comes e3, defending this. Now we can try f4 and then attacking the pawn. Means putting pressure on this pawn. Okay, so black does not allow us. And here it's a better thinking to play b3. Okay, now let's see what happens. This is the response. We bring the knight back. We are adding a defender like this. Okay, now we can understand this queen and rook. They are playing an important role. If we, if I try playing c4, black takes, and this will be going to be a putting pressure. Queen and rook putting pressure to the pawn. So we must try putting defenders to this. That are like c3 and then this. That's the main strategy. Okay. Here comes this as the response which can be possible. That is g5. Because if we take, black takes, we'll take back, then queen, rook can go back. Doubling up of rooks attacking this pawn. Also this queen. So that's going to be a better strategy. Okay, so this means black has a lot of advantages. Only if black chooses the correct variation. Okay, now black is kind of losing because of time. We can see 1 minute on the clock. Okay, so if we capture means we are allowing this pawn to be pushed, right? Else if it captures, knight captures, so we have a lot of defenders for that. We play basic response, that is c3. Our main intention is not to defend the pawn, but to try b3. Okay, so this is we play rook f2. Maybe we can try to double up and play rook over here, attacking this and this pawn. That would be advantage for us. This is the response. So we play knight over here. The main intention comes that the queen is now completely blocked the diagonal. Okay, once again g5 for some reason. Now we have to remove the knight. Okay, so the best square for this can be back over here. And now we are attacking this. So maybe this has the response. Okay, queen comes defending it. The intention. And okay. So that's where maybe okay, queen can come over here. That's going to be a big trouble for us. Or queen over here. Well, so we'll double up. If queen comes over here, we play this, and black would be forced to exchange one of the rooks. Well, we are forcing it right now. Now, exchange. King comes over here, and then c4. If it takes, we push the pawn, check, and we win the knight. So that's a better strategy over here. Knight comes over here, so okay, we capture this pawn, and knight comes over here, putting pressure. Right, that's a better option. Okay, so this is attacking. We'll bring queen to f2. Intention, maybe e3. Okay, e3 is the response, as we guessed. And queen f7, forcing to trade or to take the knight. So maybe black can trade. Okay, black does not trade, and now we are kind of low in time. So we must increase the speed. That's the blunder that I did right now. Okay, so queen captures. Yeah. And now checkmate is not possible. King e2. Once again rook checks. Queen captures. Come on. Okay, so let's not give up. King e3. Queen takes. No. King d3. Queen can take this pawn easily. Seriously? Black losing on time? Oh my god. Black lost the winning game. Well, that's not a problem. I mean, seriously. I feel bad for black. Okay, so now this is once again we are playing as black pieces. d4, the main response is knight f6. Okay, so Panoni defense on the board. We capture the pawn. g6, bishop, g7, castling. That's the main plan. Many of you notice. Knight c6, and let's see if trade is possible. No trade. Wow. So b6, we play bishop over here, and this no e6. Okay, d5, and now putting pressure on the center. That's the main plan. Many of you know that. Let's see. Okay, it does not captures. Instead, we'll capture this. Knight captures back, and we will play rook over here. We can play this knight over here, putting pressure on the knight. That's the rook also, giving pressure. Okay, so here we continue with knight d4, attacking the queen. And we'll take this. We are attacking this rook. So this means knight is to be given up. That is, king takes this and we'll capture the knight. Okay, so this is something black is trying. We'll capture this. Okay, and now comes this check, and now black is completely lost. So that's why we consider to play smartly. Anyways, white's lost over here. Let's see, maybe white can have some plans over here. King goes back, or maybe this. Okay, so we'll capture back from the queen. Queen trade. Okay. Okay, queen trade. That's an advantage for us only. But in this position, queen trade should not be the variation. Because you are already a minor piece down and you are just trading off your pieces. That's not a right option. Bishop d5, we develop this knight over here. We just have to take up these pieces. Now let's see what happens. We have enabled our bishop over here. Okay, so now this is more easy. We are attacking this pawn, this bishop. So that's going to be a easy variation over here. Uh, White's turn once again, thinking for a while, having 1 minute 28 seconds on the clock. So bishop comes over here, and now it's upon us. Okay, let's trade up because knights are more important. Hmm. Okay, now this is what is which white move, and white is kind of once again. Okay, white resigns. Well played, white. Uh, Guys, if you want, you can challenge me. All the challenges are allowed. Okay, so here we are as white pieces. We'll do what we play. Okay, so here we begin with knight f3. Many of the people are reporting the game. Okay, okay, many e6 French defense d5. We'll take it. Developing knight, bishop, castle. That's the okay. Let's try something new. That is bishop g4, putting pressure, and then we will try developing this knight. Knight over here, queen outside, and then long castle. That would be a. There is also a better strategy. Means long castling over this side and pushing these pawns. That is creating a pawn storm. I hope many of you know pawn storm also. Well, this is White's turn thinking, and that's let's see what happens. So White has disconnected from the game. Okay, I mean that's great. Hmm. Okay, now White has disconnected from the game. Well, over here, abandon. Okay, no problem. Let's search for another game. So here we begin with White and we play d4. c4 is the Queen's Gambit. Many of you would know. Oh, now this is advantage for us. Okay, seriously. Well, we will try. Oh, not this. Okay, so let's begin with Queen giving check, and we can easily take up this bishop. Okay, let's take it. Maybe trades because this bishop over here just disabled this pawn to be pushed. Well, knight comes, we give a check. Queen trades, okay. And knight captures, we play knight f3. We given knight c3. Let's castle, king safety is important. And knight comes over here, we are attacking this pawn. So knight comes over here, this is the best response, and that's the response. Knight comes over here. Oh, we can see these two knights developed for the first time I'm seeing this. Well, f4, f4, and then this is the response. We play knight c3. Okay, now let's see what happens. This is the response e6, and we begin a3, blocking the bishop to come. No, no, no. This is not a nice response. This is not a nice response. Well, we play b4. Uh, okay, so let's take it back. Yeah, we could have attacked this pawn. So this means knight go over here. No. Now that's the blunder. Whatever this, because we are now giving pawn. We can play this knight over here, attacking the rook. Yeah, that's going to be a best option. But let's see what happens. This is black's turn. Bishop over here, and then that's a good move. Development of bishop. Well, I cannot move this bishop because this pawn is being defended by the bishop. Well, I guess bishop comes d2 for the reason you all know. Okay, we capture this. Knight captures, and then we begin with rook to d1. For we are removing this threat.